Hi, my name is Jonathan Terrell, and this is for FTT 122 Intro to Ammo and Basic Ballistics 250505-CAB8 56255. Let's see, part 1 is the cartridge, and going over the parts here. Here we have the cartridge. It is the ones you guys sent. It does not have the primer. As you can see, it is a dummy round. This one I could also use as my snap caps. And interestingly enough, I did not keep any of the 125 I shot yesterday on the casings, which is minus the cat here. This part. All right, so the cartridge, the body, the bullet, projectile, the mouth sits right behind in the opening of the body, or the neck rather, because this is the neck, this area here. There is a indent right through around the whole entire, goes along with the mouth on the neck. That is cannular. It keeps the bullet from being seated too far when it's getting pushed by the breech into the chamber, being chambered, so it doesn't get set back. Let's see here, neck, shoulder. It also sits like that, so it doesn't go any farther. Get the opening. Yeah. Let's see here. The web would be at the back end of the cartridge, and it has a flash hole from the primer pocket, and some of them have an anvil. Alright, case head. Now this is the extractor group. The only ones that use that. Let's see, that's called the extractor B. I wrote this all down. I'm trying to. I have skipped all over. Alright, well, the rim is right here, and it sticks out far enough where it doesn't need to use the extractor groove to hold it like some of them do, which would be called a boxer style. Yeah. And then the ones that have the anvil with the two holes for the flash hole is called Brarden, B-R-D-A-N. So the primer goes in there. There's the primer pocket, there's a flash hole in there. Propellant is in here. Let's see the case head. Cartridge contains extractor groove. It'll be over here. And the face is the bottom. The face also has the head stamp. So, rim, that's case head. And then this is the face of the case head. I believe I got all those parts. I'll just 5 minutes, yeah. Alright, part 2. Alright, so in my opinion, it seems like the part that could be removed to improve the cartridge would be case head. The effect on the ballistics performance should increase terminal velocity in a horizontal plane, achieving greater distances on a flatter projectile. That's my fault. Part 3. What would happen if you, to a standard cartridge, if it was ignited outside the chamber? Why? If you ignite a chamber or cartridge outside of the chamber, it's just gonna boom, and it's gonna go a little bit, the projectile, but it's not gonna go far. It's gonna be a flop. And the reason for this is because this is all designed to seat and set in the chamber. Built in, it's under pressure, and that pressure is directional out the barrel, and there is rifling in the barrel. It's going to cause a spin. My bad. Down the barrel. It's going to help it fly. Like, alright? But it's going to. Anyways, so modern cartridges and projectiles rely on pressure and rifling and the directional pressure behind the projectile in the barrel, forcing it to spin as it travels down the barrel. Without the directional pressure, it would be much like dumping a small pile of black powder next to a cannonball. Okay, well, take a little bit. Ignite black powder, give a boom, and the cannonball might roll. Now let's say you put the black powder and back it down into it, the cannon, and then you set, not two sides, set the cannonball inside and pack that down to it, so it's all tight, everything's touching, sides and everything, and you ignite that. That's a go. And that is why. Alright, thank you.